Hi, my name is Gabriella Schramm, and today I'll be sharing the Azteca New Year event in San Jose, California, through the lens of the Intercultural Proxy Model and the Intercultural Communication Text by Catherine Sorrells. Beginning with inquiry, upon arriving to the event, I noticed the beauty and richness of the Aztec culture through the colors and dedication of the dancers, and I immediately wanted to know more. Aztec events like the Azteca New Year have been seen throughout Aztec history. Colleen Williams wrote in The People of Mexico, every month of their calendar had at least one festival to honor one of their many gods. During these festivals, the people would honor a specific god with ritual music, traditional dances, parades, and sacrifices. Aztec sacrificial ceremonies were important events. Additionally, I wanted to learn more about the headdresses worn in the ceremonies. When looking at the headdresses, I wondered the meaning of these elaborate and colorful headdresses. Upon research, I found that headdresses are worn during festivals to honor the gods. Michael E. Smith of the Veranda Journal elaborates on this by stating, "Featherworking was a distinctive Aztec art. Feathers were arranged in mosaic form, and they were used to represent deities and to produce geometric designs by utilizing common and tropical bird feathers." In respect to framing, I observed and embraced different perspectives represented within this culture, and specifically Azteca New Year. I see a dedication represented within this event. This is displayed in the dancing, the intricate clothing and headdresses, the music, and the time spent to set up the materials, the fruit, the offerings, and the altar needed for the event. Moreover, I believe the participants viewed this as a very important event. This is shown as the participants traveled from all over the United States and Mexico to come to the event. My interviewee Michael believes it's because events like this bring everyone together and people want to embrace that concept. Additionally, people want to represent their culture. Moreover, Sandra Gardner discusses this in the article of American Folklore that there's a rapid growth of participation in Aztec dance in Mexico that's increasing transitional movement of Aztec dancers across national borders. This was presented within Azteca New Year as Michael explained different Aztec dancing groups were participating as well as Native American tribes from all over the United States gathered for the event as well. Moving on to positioning, I believe identity was significant to this event. Each participant was dedicated to displaying their appreciation for their culture as conveyed by the interviewee Michael. For Michael personally, events like this help bring him out of gang activity. For others, it's to practice their spirituality. Religion is a substantial factor within Aztec culture, as said by Judith Francis in the Latin American Research Review. Moving on to dialogue, the communication process within this was lighthearted. As I migrated through the vendors, talking to participants, and watched the ceremony and observed all of the individuals, I noticed that there was a warm and welcoming communication process between them. Additionally, there was a language barrier between myself with a large portion of the participants as Spanish was their primary language. However, due to the lightheartedness of the communication exchanged, a smile was always exchanged and never misunderstood. Moreover, there was nonverbal communication participants engaged in that I was not familiar with. This included nonverbal gestures when worshiping, dancing within the ceremony, and covering their third eye. All of the participants had an unspoken rule of covering your forehead, is where your third eye was. My interview Michael stated that this was done because this was a sacred ceremony. According to Doris Greshman, analysis of the anthropological literature on the evil eye belief in various societies suggested that this is the common root of fear in other people's envy. An envious gaze is believed to cause misfortunes manifested, which is why it's not appropriate in spiritual gatherings. I myself had to do this upon entering the dancing circle and approaching the altar. In respect to reflecting, I was absolutely moved upon leaving the event. I discussed with my mother how amazed I was at the respect all the participants had in regard to their culture. Additionally, I observed a profound amount of dedication and appreciation the participants had. I learned a lot from this event. By engaging with the event, I felt out of place at first, but by taking fruit into the circle, trying roasted crickets, and speaking to the participants, I left with a greater knowledge and appreciation of the culture. In respect to action, through events like this, the Aztec culture is not only educating participants, but also keeping their culture alive. I plan on going to future ceremonies with my mother because it was such a wonderful and educating experience. The Azteca New Year was a beautiful event that brought people from all over the United States and Mexico and educated people not familiar with the event.